People waste so much money on random products that don't even help their problems.
Today we're breaking down plantar fasciitis and heel pain products that we actually recommend in the office.
Hi, I'm Dr. Richard.
And I'm Dr. Blanchett.
We're board-certified podiatrists. And today it's an important one because plantar fasciitis is one of the most common problems we see in the office. The plantar fascia is an aponeurosis. So basically it's a thick ligament that starts here at the heel and extends all the way down to your toes. And what it does is that it supports your arch. It absorbs the shock every single step you take.
But the problem sets in when people are doing overuse. So let's say people have a flat foot deformity or even like a high arch foot, and then there's always tension. If you picture a rubber band starting from here to there, every time you're walking and then it's like pulling on a rubber band, at some point the rubber band becomes tired. It develops some micro tear and also some inflammation that can last for a long time.
The best product for heel pain, they don't just feel good. They actually help with the healing. They support your arch and promote better biomechanics. Today we'll go over 6 products that we actually recommend to our own patients. ProStretch Foot Rocker.
This is our #1 must-have product. It's gonna help to stretch the plantar fascia, the calf, and the hamstring. Because you know what? When you have plantar fasciitis, oftentimes you're gonna have tight posterior chain muscle, and that's gonna lead to more pressure on the bottom of the heel. So to stretch it is really gonna help.
Okay, now let's review how to use it. First of all, you put your shoes on. Then you place your heel in the heel guard and the front of your foot on the front pad. Then you're gonna gently rock your foot back. Hold the stretch for approximately 1 minute per foot, then repeat it 3 times. I would recommend to do this 2 to 3 times a day. Your shoe may extend past the edge, but that's okay. It fits up to a size 12.
Vive massage ball set.
This set of massage ball, it's a must-have. It comes with 3 balls with different firmness level and also a foot roller that can be heated or frozen. So how it works is it creates deep tissue massage, which leads to myofascial release. And the cold therapy can also decrease inflammation and pain. Okay, how to use. In a seated position, roll from your heel to the ball of your foot. You can go front to back, but also you can do side to side motion. Aim for about 2 to 3 minutes per foot and do that 2 to 3 times a day. You want to apply firm pressure, but avoid sharp pain. You can also hold pressure for about 30 seconds on tender spots like trigger points. For cold therapy, you're gonna need to freeze it overnight. And you want to apply cold for 10 to 20 minutes max. More than 20 minutes can damage tissue and paradoxically increase inflammation. So wait about 40 minutes before you repeat applying ice. Superfeet inserts.
There are many different types of arch supports on the market, but we really like the Superfeet inserts. We've been recommending them to our patients for many years. What we like about it is that there is a piece of plastic that's gonna be supportive compared to other brands that are a lot more flexible and don't offer as much support. Why it's important is because when you stand up and you have plantar fasciitis, like we said earlier, there's an overuse, like too much stress on the plantar fascia when the foot collapses down. So by putting something in the arch here, you're not gonna collapse as much and it's gonna decrease the pressure on the plantar fascia and allow you to heal faster. These arch supports are gonna be great for a lot of people, but sometimes they might not remove the pain completely, and then you might need to still go see a podiatrist to get fitted for a custom molded orthotics.
How to use the Superfeet inserts. First of all, you're gonna shop based on your shoe size. If you're in between shoe size, just size up. They're gonna fit in most boots and sneakers. First step is to remove the liner from your shoe to be able to get enough room in the shoe to put the insert in. If they don't fit properly, just put the liner of the shoe on top of the Superfeet and then you can trim as needed. When you start to use them gradually. The first day, usually I recommend 1 to 2 hours, and then just add 1 hour per day to make sure that you leave some time to your body to get used to the inserts.
We're so excited that you decided to take action towards your recovery. Can we please ask you a quick favor to just like, subscribe? It's free and a great way to support us.
PhysFlex compression socks.
These compression socks are a game changer, especially if you're on your feet all day, because they're gonna support and lift up your arch, and also they're gonna decrease the swelling. How to use them? Well, you can wear them every day. They're made of fabric that is comfortable, breathable, and moisture wicking. They also have anti-slip cuffs that keep the sock in place, and they have a strong compression, 20 to 30 millimeter of mercury, so be sure to check the size chart to know exactly what size to get. OOFOS and Vionic slippers.
Recovery slippers are essential when you have plantar fasciitis. We do not advise anybody to be walking barefoot on the floor, and that includes just wearing socks as well. There's so many on the markets, but the two brands I really like are Vionic and OOFOS. Dr. Richard likes OOFOS, and that's the one that she uses. Usually I use the Vionic. They both have nice supportive arch. They're going to decrease the pressure on the plantar fascia. The OOFOS are also having a little bounce to them because they have a rocker sole, and they're also soft. The Vionics have a little bit higher arch, and they feel very luxurious.
Yeah, they're more aesthetically pleasing than the OOFOS.
Yeah, and they work very well, both of them.
Yeah, both. I like both.
How to use recovery slippers. This is pretty simple. Basically, whenever you're in your house and walking, you have to put them on. No walking barefoot at all, especially when you have heel pain or arch pain. So that means also the first step in the morning, you step into your slippers. You don't use them when you're in the shower. That's pretty much it, or when you're sleeping. The other thing also to point out is that whenever you're going to start to use, let's say the Vionics, their arch is pretty pronounced. And even myself, when I started using my Vionics, I had to get used to them.
Night splint.
Night splints are great because they stretch your plantar fascia and calf muscle passively. That means you just have to put the boot on and it does the work for you. I know it doesn't look glamorous, but they really, really work. Okay, how to use your night splint. Of course, you can wear them overnight, so that's about 8 hours a day. This is what is ideal. But if you find it too bulky or too difficult to sleep with, you can use it few hours, let's say 2 to 3 hours each day when you're watching TV. Okay, very important to start gradually. And you might not feel that anything is going on, but it's okay. If you crank it up right away, you might be sore the next day. So you're gonna place your leg and foot in the splint, secure the 2 calf and the 1 ankle strap. And for week number 1, you're gonna start at 90 degrees. The second week, you will increase the angle by pulling on the flexion strap on the side. And then the third week, you can add the 4-foot wedge.
Okay, that's it for the products today. But you know what? Products are only one piece of the puzzle. Yeah. And then we also need to do some exercises to help with plantar fasciitis. But the good news is that we already made a video about it, and then you can just look in the description down below to find it.
Heel pain is so common, so we really hope these products help you in your recovery.
We're gonna link all of those products, so it's gonna be easy for you to find them.
Let us know in the comment below if any of those products help you or if something else that you've tried made a difference for you. Okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Ciao.